Hello everyone, welcome back to Andrina's Creations. Today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to customize your own hot chocolate package using Microsoft Word, and I will have a separate video on how to make them using Silhouette Studio. And again, they are very simple to do. I'm going to show you two different versions with the border and without the border. Okay, so let's get started. First thing you're going to do is open up your Microsoft Word, and like I say on all my previous tutorials, I always go to File. I will go to File, Save As, and I will save my document as a Word document 97 2003. So right here where it says Save As Type, you will scroll down and click on Word 97 2003. You will name your document and you will click on Save. Once that's saved, I have a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So where you will go is to page layout. Make sure it's on portrait mode and your margins are on normal. And my spacing after is 10 points. And that's basically how I have mine set. Now, to create your template, you are going to go to Insert. You're going to go to Shapes. You're going to click on the rectangle. You're going to make any size rectangle on your sheet of paper. Make sure you're on the Format tab. You're going to go to Height. And on your height, you're going to type 5.5 and enter. Then on your width, you're going to type 1.84 and enter. And that is your first rectangle. Now you're going to go back to Insert, Shapes, Rectangle. You're going to make any rectangle. Make sure you're on the Format tab. Then on your height, you're going to type 5.5 and enter. And then on your width, you're going to type 3.55 and enter. And this is the middle one. You could put it to connect your first one. And then your first rectangle, click on it, right click, copy, right click and paste. And you're going to add that rectangle next to your second one. And that is your template. Now, if you want to have borders, like top and bottom borders, those measurements will be, you go to Insert, you go to Shapes, you go to Rectangle, make any size rectangle. On your height, you're going to type 0.36 and enter. And then on your width, you're going to type 7.22. Now, these borders do not go on top. Hold on. These borders, you do not place these on the top. You will place them inside of your three rectangles, one on the top and one in the bottom. That's only if you want borders. I'm actually going to leave it here. Let me undo. And I'm going to leave it here on the top just in case if we add it later so you can see both options. Now, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Google or Etsy or anywhere you save your images, backgrounds. I have several videos showing you how to save your backgrounds. You will go to Google and you will look up, let's say we're doing a Frozen theme. So you will look up Frozen background. Barney background, Mickey Mouse background. That is for your entire background. And for your individual images, you're going to go also to Google and you're going to look up, let's say, Frozen PNG. PNG means that they are a transparent background. When you click on your image, it's going to have white and gray squares. That means they are transparent. Now, I have a lot of people asking me this. You cannot save your image like this. You need to make sure you click on your image. After you click on it, from here, you are going to right click and save it to your computer. After you have everything saved, your nutritional facts. I also have a video on how to create your own nutritional facts, your barcodes, anything you're going to add, have it saved to your computer. Then you're going to go back to Word and we are going to start designing. Now, also, I have this question all the time saying, well, when I fill in my squares or my shapes, I'm sorry, my backgrounds get distorted. Meaning, if you click on your rectangle and you go to the Format tab and you go to Shape Fill, After you go to shape fill, you could click any of these colors if you want. And if you go to picture, from here you're going to fill in your entire background. Let me go to where I have the frozen background. Let's say I want this background. I'm going to click on insert, and then it's going to look like this. I don't want mine to look like that, so I'm actually going to go to undo. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to fill in my rectangle. I'm actually going to bring in my background as an image. So I'm going to go to insert, I'm going to go to picture, and from here I'm going to click on the background that I want, click on insert. My image is going to come to the back, so make sure it's selected. Go to the Format tab, go to Wrap Text in front of text. As you can see, this background has white borders. So what I'm going to do while my image is selected, I'm going to go to Format tab and I'm going to go to Crop. And I am going to crop that white on the top and that white on the bottom. And I'm going to crop a little bit from the sides and a little bit from here. Now you're going to click again on crop, and now I'm going to place this on the center of the middle, my middle rectangle. I'm going to size it just like this, and I don't want to fill it all the way to the top, because if I fill it up all the way to the top like this, my image looks distorted and I don't want it to look like that. So I'm actually going to bring it a little bit down like this and leave it like that. Now I'm going to go back to insert, picture, and I am going to look for another background. I'm going to click on that one and click on insert. Then my background is going to be in the back. Go to wrap text in front of text. I have to crop a little bit of this as well because it has like some white borders. Click again on crop. Now I'm going to place this on the top of my first image in the middle. Just like that. Okay? So you can combine two backgrounds of your choice. Now, I want to make sure that this image that I inserted first, I want it to be in front of this because it is hiding my antlers here. So while this image is selected, I'm going to go to format where it says bring forward and bring to front to make sure it is not covering my antlers. So there you go. Now, I wanted to have my hot chocolate logo. I went to Google, looked up the Swiss logo PNG, and saved it. So I will go to Insert, Picture, and I will go wherever I saved it at. Click on my image and then click on Insert, Wrap Text in front of text, and then I'm going to add it to where I want it to be. Now remember the border that I gave you. You can actually use this as a reference to make sure not to go that anything you're adding is not covering that border, because when you crimp the top of your hot chocolate, you don't want that to be distorted. So I'm actually gonna color this maybe black for now so we can get a reference. So my Swiss logo, I'm gonna bring it a little bit down there, make it a little bit bigger, like that, and I could put that border up. Now I want to add another image in the front, so you will go to Insert, Picture, and then Insert, Wrap Text in front of text, and size it to whatever size you want. Now, this is just me designing. I already gave you the measurements of the template. You are going to measure it however you want. I'm actually going to use this border as well to make sure my star stays on there. Okay, I'm going to remove my border. And now I have to fill in my sides. My front, I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm satisfied how it looks. Now my sides, you can click on it. You're going to go to format. You're going to go to shape, fill, and picture. And then you're going to fill it in with whatever background you want. Let's say I want that one, and I will click on insert. Now, what happens sometimes when you fill in a shape, it looks distorted, and sometimes you might not like how it looks. So what I'm going to do is, you see, I went to format, I shape filled it, and I don't like how it looks. To me, it looks like it's too distorted. So I'm going to actually show you a trick. I'm going to undo, right? And I'm going to go to insert. I'm going to go to picture, and I'm going to click on that same background that I wanted, and click on insert, wrap text in front of text, and I'm going to align it with my middle rectangle like that, and I'm going to expand it like this so it doesn't look so distorted. Like that, it doesn't look distorted. Now where it says send backward, I'm going to go there and click where it says send to back. Click on that white rectangle that we had made, for our guidelines for a template, and click on delete. You see? So now it doesn't look distorted. I hope that made sense and I didn't confuse you. Same thing with the side. If I click on my rectangle and go to the format tab, and I'll do a shape fill of a background, because these rectangles are so small, it distorts your background. So let's say I want this background for that rectangle, and I click on insert. You see how that also looks distorted, and I don't want it to look like that. So let me undo, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to insert, picture. I'm going to click on that background, insert, wrap text to in front of text. I'm going to line it up with my other rectangle, size it, and see how it still looks distorted. So let me make it a little bit bigger like that. See how it doesn't look distorted? Go to format, send backward, and then send to back. Click on that white rectangle and delete. And now my background does not look distorted, if that made sense. Okay, so now I have both of the sides of my panels. Now, I went to Google and looked up a Santa Claus nutritional facts, but it had a white background. So all I did is, I also have a tutorial for that. I went to removebg.com and I removed the white background off of it. Okay, so this is how it looked. And then I removed the white background. This is how it looks. So after you save it, where it says download, you will click on there and save it to your computer. After it's saved, you will go to insert, you will go to picture, and you are going to look for wherever you saved it at, and then click on insert, wrap text in front of text, and put your nutritional facts wherever you want. Now make sure whatever you're adding is not all the way up, because you do have to crimp the top of your hot chocolate, or that's where you're going to glue, and you don't want your design to get cut off. So always use them borders as a reference. So see, my nutritional facts is there perfectly. Now I also have a barcode. Wrap text in front of text. put it smaller. Again, use your border as a reference to make sure you don't go over the bottom or the top. And also on one of your panels, either the left or the right, leave some space because that is where you want to overlap. So make sure you leave a little bit of space right here that you don't have no design that's going to cut off when you overlap. So either on the left or the right, leave a little bit of space. Now I also want to add a Santa Claus there. So I'm going to go to picture and then I'm going to actually speed this process up. You will keep going to insert and keep adding your images. So I'm okay with this. And like I said, leave either a space here or leave a space here, whichever side that you are going to overlap your wrapper. And if you want to use a border, you will put your border on the one on the top and one on the bottom. Make sure you align it and you will pick the color, you will click on it, you will go to format, you will go to shape fill, click any of these colors. If you don't like any of these colors, you will go to more fill colors and you will pick any of these colors, or you will go to custom and pick any of these colors from here, whichever color you want. Click OK, and then you're going to right click, copy, right click and paste, and then you are going to add the other one in the bottom. And as you can see, I have to move up this image like that. And then you are ready to print. Now remove your outlines. Click on the rectangle, format, shape outline, no outline, to the bottom one too. Format, shape outline, no outline. Make sure none of your stuff has an outline. Once it's like this, you are ready to print. Now to print, you will go to the magnifying glass on the top. That is your print preview. Make sure everything looks perfectly fine on your screen. Make sure everything's in your screen. If everything looks fine, you are going to click on print. On printer properties, I will click on printer properties and then I am going to select my settings as premium presentation paper matte. I have my document as 8.5 by 11. I'm going to click on OK and I'm going to print. Now it is your choice on what paper you want to print. You can use white cardstock, you can use glossy paper. Make sure any paper you use, it is compatible with your printer. I have an inkjet printer. If you don't have a printer at home, Save this as a PDF file. So no matter where you go print this at, everything will stay exactly the same. Now, when you save as a PDF file, you cannot edit this anymore. So if you want to go back and make changes, you need to save this as a Microsoft Word file first, and then go back and save it as a PDF file. If you are sending this to a customer, you need to save this as a PDF file. You will go to File, you will go to Save As, and then where it says Save As Type, you are going to scroll down and you are going to click PDF. You save it and then you can email that to your customer, or if you go into Staples, Office Depot, wherever you're going to go, you can save this on a USB stick and go save. Now, remember, wherever you go print, a lot of the times they do not print copyrighted images. Okay? So, I am going to print this and I'm going to come back and show you how easy it is to assemble.
Okay, so we're here. These are my two printed images. I did one with the border and one without, so you can see both. I am going to use a paper crimper. You can find this on Amazon. I have my Amazon affiliated link down below. A pair of scissors to cut your template, and I'm going to use double-sided permanent tape. You can use this, you can use hot glue, you can use regular glue. It's all up to you on what you're going to use. For me today, I'm going to use this. And of course, you're going to need your hot chocolate packet. So I'm going to cut this and I'll be right back. Okay, once you're done cutting your image, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I use regular white cardstock. You can use 65 pound, 80 pound, is all up to you, like I said, and make sure it is good for your printer. So here are my two designs, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold along here, and then on the other side as well. And it should look like this. You don't have to completely press it down, just at least you know where the folds go. After you're done folding, then you are going to put glue or tape or whatever you're using on the side that you left a little bit of space. You can, this is why I said leave a little bit of space in whichever side you want it, because you have to overlap just a little bit. So you can either overlap it here or there, but just leave a little bit of space. So you're going to place glue or tape on this end and on the other end and on one of the flaps in the where the design is, and then in the inside, on the top, and the bottom.
Okay, I have tape on the top and the bottom, and I have some tape here. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your hot chocolate packet right in the middle. You're going to put the flap that has the glue or the tape first, and then you're going to place the other flap on the top. Make sure you line it very good. Press down. Then you are going to close the top or the bottom just like that, and then you close the other one. And now if you don't have a paper crimper, you can leave it just like this. But if you do have a paper crimper, then crimp your ends. And then it's going to give it that effect on the ends. And then I'm going to do the other one for you guys. So again, you put the hot packet in the middle. You put the flap that has the glue or your tape. You overlap it. Make sure everything's aligned. Press down the top. Press the bottom. Make sure everything's closed. So this is the one with no borders, and if you have like a little bit of overlapping, just like a little bit of showing on the bottom or on the top, just cut that off. I don't like my designs to have like no extra white nowhere. So then you would just put it through the paper crimper. And that will be all. That's how you will customize your hot packets. These are great to send to school for, you know, the kids' winter break. If you're having like a slumber party, for their teachers with a nice cup of hot chocolate, like a mug. And again, if you don't have a computer or a printer and you would like for me to customize these for you, and you could go somewhere else and print them, you know, you can always message me through Facebook or Instagram at Andrina's Creations, or you can send me an email at andrinascreations@yahoo.com, and I can easily customize these for you for your next event. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload my next video. And comment down below how did you like this video and anything else you would like to see from me. And I really hope you enjoy this. This is pretty easy to do. Alright guys, see you on my next video. Bye bye.